Teachers and administrators that don't respect us don't deserve respect. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jordyn and welcome back to the Jordyn video. So today we're going to be doing a really fun video and it's school unpopular opinions. I personally love unpopular opinions videos. I just like, because I like to agree or disagree with them. And so today we're doing a school unpopular opinions and I wrote them down on my phone and I just want to share them with you guys. The first one is that school food can actually be super good. I see a lot of people saying like, oh, school food sucks or it's all nasty, but at my school I feel like it can sometimes be super good. They have cheesy bread there. It is amazing. So one time at school, I usually order 2 cheesy bread like plates because they both come with 2, so I ordered 4. And some girl was like, oh, how many do you want? And I was like, oh, can I have 2? There will be 4. And she's like, 4? And I'm like, yeah, like 4 of them. Cause I said 2 plates and then she gave me 4 plates, like 4 actual plates. And I was like, and everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Next one is hating on the teacher isn't funny. So I know like a lot of people are rude to the teacher or hate on the teacher or make fun of the teacher, but if you're just like keep making fun of the teacher, it just gets annoying. Like, okay, we get it, you don't like her. And also, did your parents not teach you respected manners? Like, it's just not funny to just continually hate and be rude to teachers. Like, and number 3, not being involved in a club doesn't make you lame. It's just not for everyone. I know the schools like push clubs onto people, even the students sometimes, like, oh, what club are you in? Are you gonna join a club? Are you gonna do a club? And even on like when you're signing up for something, or I don't know, like, what clubs did you do? Or do you want to join these clubs? Are you going to join a club? Or are you just not going to do clubs? And I just feel like they shouldn't really push it on to people because a lot of people might not like, the clubs might not have anything they are interested in, or they just don't want to do clubs because maybe they're like, I don't know, doing something else. I just feel like you shouldn't push clubs onto people. And you also shouldn't measure a student's worth about on how many clubs they join. Like, you're not better than someone else because you're in 5 clubs and this person isn't in any. Like, number 4, skipping class doesn't make you cool. Skipping class does not make you cool. Oh my god. At my school, a lot of people are like, I'm gonna skip class, I'm gonna skip class. We don't care. Go ahead and skip class. You don't need to tell the whole world. Like, what do you, I don't know what they gain from it. Like, and especially like they go around telling all these people I'm gonna skip class, and then when they get caught they get upset. Well, you're the one that told the whole world. Number 5, people will try to talk down to you because they know you have the potential to be great. This actually happened to me, and if they're watching my videos, hi. These like 2 8th grader boys, I think. I don't know what grade they were in. They kept making fun of me because of my YouTube channel, like constantly, and it just got annoying. Like, they would know all my content but then say that they didn't watch my videos, which didn't make sense at all. And then they would just like keep like, oh, it's so easy, why don't you go do it then? And then once I was on, because they put me on the morning announcements, they came up to me and was like, oh, can I have a shout out? What? But yeah, the point is that people will try to just talk down to you because they know that you might be good someday or something, and they just want to discourage you. Like, people in your class, if you're doing good in school and people are like, oh, you're a nerd, or like, why do you try so hard, try hard. Oh, number 6, this one's an important one. Some people are only your friends because you see them 5 times a week, and that is super important because you might just be friends because you see them all the time, and once summer break comes or once a break comes, you don't talk to them. That actually happened to me. We were quote-unquote friends and then we didn't talk for months. We never talked after like the quarantine. We haven't talked at all. A lot of times people are only your friends because you see them at school, and after that it's like a stranger. With the friends I talk to every day since March when this quarantine happened, I like those are the people that I actually consider my friends, like, because I talk to them every single day, even though we aren't able to see each other that much. But like, but again, you guys have to know that friendship goes both ways. So if you're waiting for someone to text you and you're getting upset that they aren't texting you, you have to know that friendships go both ways, and maybe you just have to text them first, because what if they're thinking the same thing, like, oh, she doesn't like me, she hasn't texted me, and you're thinking, oh, she doesn't like me, she hasn't texted me. So sometimes you have to be the one to say, hey, what's up? Next up, should I take singing lessons, guys?
No.
Okay, number 7, taking accelerated classes doesn't mean you're smarter than everybody. It really does not. Like, it just doesn't mean you're better and smarter than everybody. Especially at my school, all of the classes at my school are accelerated, and then they're super accelerated, but then that just means that you're good at taking tests. And just like people that take super accelerated classes and then act like they're better than everyone, it's just so annoying, because they're like, oh, well, you don't know because you're in regular class. But sometimes people can just be just as smart in regular class, but they don't want to take that class because it can be too stressful. And I get it, because I stressed over school a ton. It's just like, you shouldn't act like you're so much smarter than everybody else because you're just in an accelerated class, because it's literally just based on how you take tests. And I am pretty good at taking tests because I like that structure and it's easy for me to understand most of the times. But just some people just aren't really that good at taking tests, or just don't understand the structure of it.
Yeah, basically, it doesn't measure how smart you are
at all. So yeah, don't act so cocky if you're in an accelerated class. Number 8, sometimes teachers are more trustworthy than your actual friends. And this one is so true. I know like a lot of people hate teachers, but sometimes they can actually be so trustworthy. A friend, sometimes you don't know if they're talking about you behind their back, and like they're gonna spread all of your secrets. But if you tell a teacher something that's secretive, they are not gonna spread it. Like, most of the time they aren't gonna gossip it to their teacher friends. Hey, Mr. Johnson, guess what? My students. It's just good to vent to a teacher instead of like a teacher you trust. If you trust a teacher more. Sorry, my dog. Is she done? It's easier to vent to a teacher sometimes because they are more trustworthy. They are less likely to judge you and way less likely to go gossiping around school. And especially if you have something to say about a friend, sometimes if you say it to another friend, they'll take it as like, oh, you're talking mess about them. But like, if that friend just hurt your feelings and you just want to vent and not keep it in, like, it's not talking mess, it's just saying how you felt at that moment. Number 9, school custodians don't get the recognition that they deserve. They literally are the backbone of the school. Like, without them, the school would be dirty, messy. The bathrooms, imagine, they're already dirty enough. Imagine how they would be without custodians. It would be crazy. And I just feel like we have to give them more credit because they are the reasons that our school is nice and clean and we can go to school every day without being disgusted. Number 10, guidance counselors don't really guide. So what I'm saying is, like, they don't really do as well of a job as they say they will. When they say, oh, I'll help you with your problems, they don't really help like they say they will. Like, they don't really help you with your problems that well, and they just don't really guide. And I think that they have to help kids with mental health issues because they are left to figure it out on their own, but then when they go to the guidance counselor, they don't really help them at all. So I just feel like they need to really just actually help because they don't really do a good job at it. Number 11, knowing a lot of people does not mean you have a lot of friends. So this one means, like, just because you say hi to somebody or you say, oh, hello in the hallway, doesn't mean that you're their friend. Like, don't get that mixed up because that can actually lead to, like, you actually tell them something really big but they aren't really their friends, so they go and spread it to everybody else. Like, you can say hi, and a lot of people can know you, but that doesn't mean that they're your friends. Number 12, personally, having a few really good friends is way better than having a ton of friends. So what I mean, like, I would rather just have maybe a handful of friends, maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 good friends instead of like knowing the entire school. I would just feel like that would be too much stress on me. Like, it just can start a lot of drama, a lot of gossip, this and that. I just feel like I would want just a small friend group instead of a totally big one. Some people like a lot of friends, but personally I just want a few friends that, you know, I know have my back, I know will be there when I need them, and, you know, I just think it's quality over quantity. And number 13, sorry. I don't really like this trend of hating on the popular person for no reason. It's not really the best thing, because sometimes the popular kid can just be super nice to people and just, like, you know, be one of those people that like a lot of friends and, you know, are just really nice people, so that's why a lot of people like them and know them. But I don't really like this thing where it's just like, oh, hate on the popular people, oh, we're just gonna be rude to the popular people or the well-known people, or like, I just feel like it's kind of just mean, because sometimes they can just be nice people. So yeah, but I know, like, the movies, the popular kid is always rude. I just think, like, I don't know. 14, teachers and administrators that don't respect us don't deserve respect. Just because you're an elder or just because you're an adult and older, you're not going to be rude to people and not respect the students and then just expect them to respect you back. I think I actually had this one teacher, or not a teacher, it was an administration, or whatever she was. She did not respect students, and the students that were like didn't respect her back, she would get mad at them. We'll have a mutual respect and we'll just respect each other. Until you disrespect me, then there goes my respect for you. Number 15, asking about someone's sexuality isn't cool. It's not cool at all, especially if you don't know the person and you're just like, oh, what's your sexuality? It's just very weird, very strange, and people already have a hard enough time coming out, and you just think that you're just gonna come out to you right then and there. Like, it's just very weird labeling people and just be like, oh, they're gay, when you don't even, like, know. It's just very weird. I don't like it at all. Stop asking what people's sexuality is. It is not our business, and they will tell you if they want to tell you. That's it. Number 16, if I wear rainbow, it's not coming out. This kind of like correlates with the other one, because at my school, a lot of random people would be like, oh, you're wearing rainbow, are you gay? I just like rainbow. Very weird, and like, I don't like it at all that they're just like, oh, you're wearing rainbow, you must be gay. Is this your way of coming out? No. What? I'm not coming out. I just like rainbows. They are pretty. I like rainbows. It's pretty. Number 17, vaping isn't cool. Point blank, period. Number 18, talking about somebody's clothes isn't funny. It is not funny at all to make fun of somebody's clothes, because they aren't some people can just not be as fortunate as other people, and to make fun of their clothes and shoes while they walk by isn't funny. Your little group is laughing, not all of us are, and I just feel like it's very just wrong and hurtful to do that, because sometimes they'll just be like, well, I don't have any other clothes to wear, so I'm gonna just get bullied every single day. And I don't know what you thought, but it's definitely not gonna make anybody like you any better. If you do something to someone and they do the same thing back, you can't go and cry about it. Like, say you're not arguing, say you say something to somebody like rude, like, oh, you're ugly, and they're like, okay, you are too. You can't be like so hurt by it. So if you're mean to someone or you do something to someone and they do it back, you have to understand that you aren't the victim. You're in the wrong. And lastly, number 20, they need to have more period education in school, because the last one I had was like in 5th grade, and I honestly don't remember anything from it. I think there should be a lot more period education programs in middle school, because that's when it happens for a ton of girls. Like, a lot of girls go through it, and if they're not getting that education at home, we're just supposed to think back all the way to 5th grade. Like that, we're just left to fend for ourselves. So I think that there should be more period education in middle school. And those are my school unpopular opinions. Tell me if you agreed with any or if you disagreed with any, and tell me what are some of your popular opinions about school if I haven't mentioned them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Love you.